Hello, my fellow readers. My name is Angie, and today I will be talking to you about my top 10 Tuesday picks. And the topic is not actually this topic this week. The real topic was your top 10 favorite top 10 Tuesdays. I haven't been doing top 10 Tuesdays consistently enough to have 10 favorites. So I took the liberty of picking my own, one that I found from the rest. My top 10 Tuesday, I am going with the top 10 books that I have bought but are still sitting on my shelf. So I'm gonna get started with Endgame, The Calling by James Frey. And I know very little about this. The reason why it is on my bookshelf at all is because of the cover. Look at that. Look at that. It's like gold, like legit gold, but not really legit gold. But it is gold, and that makes it cool, right? Why wouldn't you pick up a gold book? That's like a gold star, right? Right? And there is the word game in it, which made me think of Hunger Games. And you know what? I like Hunger Games. So I might like this book because it's gold and it has the word game in it. 12 players, young in body, but of ancient people. All humanity is descended from their lines. Okay. None can fly or turn lead to gold. They can't turn this to gold? Wouldn't that be cool? A gold book? How heavy would that be? I couldn't take that on the airplane, that's for sure. When death comes, it comes. For them, for all of us. They are inheritors of the earth, and the great puzzle of salvation is theirs and theirs to solve. I don't know. Sounds pretty cool. This is the second book in the Mortal Instruments series by Cassandra Clare. I've read the first one. Here it is. I've read the first one, City of Bones, and I thought it was quite okay. I mean, I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it. But it's definitely, well, it's not my favorite book on my shelf. It's one of the better ones that I have. So I actually got this, City of Ashes. I got it as a little thangy, a box set, and I just haven't gotten around to reading City of Ashes. I read City of Bones a while ago, and I got distracted by other books, like Daughter of Smoke and Bone. A lot better than I remember City of Glass. City Bones. Getting them all mixed up. After a while, they all start to sound the same. Okay, so my other book, all the way over there. Okay, so we have this. It's called Now Right, science fiction, fantasy, and horror. Every year we do this thing where we go dumpster diving and we find some of those $5 gift cards that people think are coupons but are actually gift cards. So I collected a bunch of them until I was able to get this book. And I got this book, and I've had it for like 2 or 3 Christmases, dude. And I have yet to read it. Now, as you can see, I started tagging pieces of the book as I read it. But this isn't necessarily a book that needs to be read in all one go either. And you can tell just by the speculative genre exercises for today's best writers and teachers. That alone, in the title, you don't have to read it all the way through. But I have yet to even read one of the exercises, and I have no good excuse, okay? Shame. Okay. So, next in line, oh, I didn't consider this 3. So the first one on my written blog, I wrote down Ruby Red. Now it is the first book in this series. Oh, God, everything's backwards on camera. This is the second, this is the third, and the first one I do not own. Now it turns out that all 3 are technically collecting dust on my shelves, and I will own the first one by the time I get around to reading these. The series is on my bookshelf, collecting dust. Sad. So sad. Then I have, oh, I got them already. Okay. Ready? Ready for this? I have Red Rising and Golden Sun. Now, these are two books I heard booktubers too. They were really excited for for this book to come out. And I haven't seen anything on this book because it's more recent. I don't know exactly when it was published, but it is hardcover, and I got the hardcover for review, which means it is pretty new. Of course, because I got it for review, I have not read it. That's just the way things go. Okay, so this was published this year, and this was published, oh gosh, I'm not even gonna look. Okay, we all know this is not as recent as this one, and that's what we need to know. Recent, not as recent. Not as recent, recent. Okay? Okay, we got that? I got them for review, and that would be why I have not read them yet. And now that I have them, I'm like, oh, but I don't really want to read them right now. And then later it's like, I still don't want to read them right now. And then later, right now. You know how that's going? You kind of get it. Do you get it? About it already. So there was a time where I went through this phase and I was big into polyamory and I wanted to learn my butt off about it. So I did. I did what my butt does best. And it learned. And it read. And that is just how my butt do. Okay? Let's see here. Okay. So, my butt read. As we have established, unless I edited that bit out, my butt likes to read. I started this book, I got about this way through, and then I just put it down. And I haven't picked it up since. I read. I'm running out of room up here. The next book, Wicca by Scott Cunningham. This is a well-known Wiccan author, and the purpose of this book is to aid the solitary practitioner. See? Right there. Solitary practitioner. And that's who it's written to. And anyone who's curious. Now, I am not a Wiccan, but I go through phases where I'm like, ooh, how cool would that be? How cool would it be to believe in something other than science, right? No. Well, it doesn't work for me, but I do enjoy reading about it. So hopefully this book will be read soon. Okay? Soon? Please? Angela, read it soon. Let's see, I have got Trial by Fire. Now, I only heard about this book because I was on Book Outlet. And some of the vloggers, they were like featured, one of the three, or maybe all of the three that were featured on the Book Outlet thingy, were the vloggers. They had bought Trial by Fire. So you know what I did? I bought it. I bought it. Now I own it. I don't know much about it. I remember thinking, dragons! And I love dragons. I mean, come on. Who doesn't love dragons? And fear them, of course. Dragons are to be feared. Nope. I have no clue. I still, after reading the inside, I still don't know if it's about dragons, but this is something I am very much looking forward to reading. Then that brings me to, okay, so how many have I done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm trying to remember what I did on my written blog. That was, you know, a whole 5 hours ago. Like, how am I supposed to remember that far in the past? That's asking a lot. There it is. Cinder. Oh my god. This is a book that needs to be read. This is a book that needs to be read by me, if not by you. Now, I have heard wonderful things about it. I can tell you that this was liked by most reviewers, okay? Parasite by Mira Grant. This is the 10th book. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, it was the 10th. And I believe it is about zombies still. I don't know. It infects people, and I am trying to remember what little I know about this. I picked it up because Mira Grant is an awesome author. When I wrote my undergrad thesis on zombie apocalypse literature, I used her Feed series, and I loved it so much. I was like, I'll just read something else by her. And I haven't read something else by her, so I can't tell you if it's as good as her Feed series. Which, now that I think of it, wasn't like the best zombie series ever, but it was still pretty good. I mean, come on. Logging Teens during the zombie apocalypse. That is where I would be, okay? If I were to do anything during the zombie apocalypse other than pee myself and run under the table, it would be blogging. Well, I think that is it. I will see you next time. Alright, guys. Well, keep reading. I know I will. That's what I'm going to do, actually, right now. I'm going to get my read on, okay? So I suggest you do the same.